Hi Sloths, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. We're just going to start by checking our pictures because we got more. Which ones did we get? Where are they? I've not seen them. Oh, it's artwork. Huh. A sketch of Sayori's initial character design drawn by David Evelyn. Acquisition procedure in Act 1 calls Sayori for help during Natsuki and Yuri's argument. Interesting, so that's how we get that. Now I want to go ahead and use this as our wallpaper for this episode. Oh, that is marvellous. I just wish we could actually see the rest of it. Unfortunately, we can't actually move this thing here out of the way. Oh, you can't even see it because my thing's blocking it. We have an extra two things there, settings and quit, and then we have this here, this little icon. That's supposed to be like our start button, but we can't actually get rid of it, which is kind of a shame. Let me just move my camera back down into position. There we go. And we also have another few music tracks. Yes, okay, so we have Okay Everyone, Play With Me, Poem Panic, Daijubu, and that's it for now. No, I left music on. Whoops. Please don't copyright strike me for that. It was only 7 seconds, and it wasn't even my fault. I just forgot to press the stop button. Okay, so we are just going to head straight back into it. We're not going to bother checking the files because I don't think that has anything for us. And as you can tell, I have also changed my model's t-shirt. It's now the No Art Here t-shirt, which I find is actually kind of cute and is very this channel's sort of style. Is it this one? Please tell me it's this one. Sloth, do you like oolong tea? I don't like tea in general, let alone whatever the hell oolong tea is. Sounds Chinese. Might be Chinese. Some sort of Chinese tea. I don't know. Yeah. Anything is fine, apparently, so I say without realising that I don't actually like tea. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. I've never seen a kettle that actually has a temperature setting. Like, has anyone ever seen that? I've never seen that before. You just, you fill it up, you put it back on the charging station, I guess you could call it. Yep. Flip the switch and then it just boils. I've never seen before a setting for temperature. Strange. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you notice, I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Oh, she's also going to cut us up in her sleep. More like she'll cut herself up in her sleep. Am I right? I don't know. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Sloth. No, not really. It's very endearing. Is it now? Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Sloth, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. You know, I suffer from back issues as well, and I've never noticed. I don't think sitting with my back against like a flat wall, I don't think that helps anything at all. Like, I've never noticed it helping, but maybe it does help for some people. I don't know. But mind you, even just normal chairs are kind of painful to sit on. Especially chairs like these. These chairs are horrible. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Yes, we all know why you have back pain. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. I have terrible posture in general. That's not why I have bad back pain though. But it doesn't help. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved my book from my bag. For some odd reason, I read book from my bag as peg leg in my head. I don't know what my mind's doing to me today. Ugh, horrible. I have some chocolate as well. Oh, chocolate. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where they're just like, chocolate everywhere. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Bloody Americans. Called sweets. I actually wonder where the word candy even came from, because apart from American sort of stuff, I've never really heard of it before. I mean, people don't call it candy in the UK, and I'm pretty sure they don't really call it that in the rest of Europe either. But America does for some reason. I don't know where the word came from. It's very strange. Vocabulary in general is just strange across any country or whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Blah. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Lovely. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch a chest. Yes, that is indeed a worry of every creature. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. Does chocolate really melt that fast? I mean, whenever I have chocolate, it hardly ever melts nearly as fast as that. Maybe it's a warm room. Maybe it's boiling. Maybe these windows are so white because of the blaring sun. I have no idea. You'd expect that because I live in a jungle, chocolate would be melting as soon as it comes out. But nope, not here. I guess I have a rather cool jungle. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, that's pretty close. We are now, like, directly just gonna honk for success. Oh, yeah, it doesn't actually honk. She holds it out, words. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. Wow, can I please word today? But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Saucy. Well, in that case, Yori is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it into my mouth. That sounds okay. I don't know. I have a dirty mind. Shut up. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yori. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place a chocolate in her mouth. That is adorable. Not gonna lie, that is really, really cute. Do people actually do that? If people actually... Why is it so dusty in here? Have you noticed all the particles floating about? That's just dust. That's really not... That's a very unhealthy environment. You might want to get that checked out. I mean, dust can lead to all sorts of problems. I mean, especially if you've got things like asthma, then you really don't want to be around all this dust. Just like that, Yori closes her lips over it. That is still adorable. Why? Why does it have to be that adorable? Yori's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yori looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sloth? Sorry. Shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Wow, how hard do you want to blush? Bloody hell. Oof. It's kind of awkward because of the way that they've drawn the shadows in this, or not the shadows, but the way that the lighting's affected her. It's making all of this like a dark sort of pinky, reddy, tanned, orangey sort of colour. And then down here it gets lighter, like especially there as well. And then it just gets so red there. But then the rest of her face is just completely fine. Apart from that shadow there. It's, and that shadow there. 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 I'm not trying to like hate on the art or anything like that. It's just a little bit strange how half of her face is like this horrible dark red blushing sort of effect. Seriously, sort that ear out. And then the other half is just completely normal. That ear is drawn extremely awkwardly. I hate that ear. What is it with me and criticising artwork today? It's just this game. I don't know why, but I remember the art being better in the original. This might just be me. I think it's just me. I think I'm just being an idiot. Anyway, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yeah, I can tell. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Yuri's eyes meet mine? Yeah. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to a rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts the lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Is breath really hot? Does she have like 5? Is she a dragon? Is she secretly a dragon? Anyone watching this would swear that I've been on the whiskey again, but I promise you, I have not had a drink today. This is... I don't know what's going on here. I think it's this game. I think this game just does stuff to me. Oh. Okay, everyone. Just breaking up everything. Finally, the tension has eroded. Your finger's a little bit off screen there, Monica. You might want to get that checked out. I mean, it might be cut off slightly, just there, just the tip there. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Sloth, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. I have never made tea in my entire life. I don't like tea, so I've never had the original sort of want to make tea in the past, and I've never had a reason at all to make tea at all, ever. Same with coffee. I've never made tea or coffee ever in my entire... I don't even know how. I don't know how it works. I assume hot water is involved, and ingredients, I don't know. I've never made tea before in my entire life, or coffee, and I don't plan to ever. I've actually walked into jobs and people be like, oh, make us a cup of tea, or make us a cup of coffee, or do you want to you know, make people around a coffees or something? And I'll just be like, never done it before, don't know how, you can't rely on me with that. And people are just like, what the hell is wrong with this person? So yeah, don't ever expect me to make tea or coffee or anything of the sort, ever. The spell is abruptly broken. Yes, Yuri is a magician and a dragon. She's a magician dragon. She's a magic dragon. A fire-breathing magic dragon with enchanting personality. I don't know. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up ever again. Who should I show my poem to first? Ooh, well, we're kind of on a bit of an awkward stance with Yuri, so I think we should go ahead and throw it to Sayori this time. Oh, I like this one, Sloth. It has some nice feelings in it. Yes, of depression and death and terror, which you are apparently into for some reason. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was actually going to say that's not very helpful. But, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. I can hear something outside. I think it might be a dog. I think it might be my dog. Oh well. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Yeah. That's not how that works, but you know. But again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, isn't that just some lovely foreshadowing, eh, folks? This music's kind of nice. I think I might have already said that previously, though. Maybe in the last episode or the one before that, I can't remember. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Yes, you don't know what I mean. No foreshadowing here. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Like, sometimes I like sad poems too. You always like sad poems. Sometimes a little bit of both. Yes, depressingly happy poems. I don't know, that's an oxymoron. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Oxymoron, I just said it. Bittersweet? Ah. Well, that makes sense. That's another... Well, not another word for it. We were thinking of completely different words and completely different things, but yeah. Bittersweet works. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. So, for anyone who doesn't know what an oxymoron is, it's basically two things that shouldn't be put together. Like, happy and sad. Those two things are like the complete opposites of each other, so they shouldn't really be put together. Just trying to... I can't think of anything else off of the top of my head for it. I think the best way to describe it would be to say something as daft as like a happy funeral, because that just doesn't exist. They're like the complete opposite things of each other. Because funerals are supposed to be sad, and obviously they're never going to be happy, so it's just, they shouldn't be put together. Or like a lively hearse. Now that's another one that's just, I don't know why death is so prominent right now. It's this game, I swear this game does stuff to you. Especially with the whole death and disaster thing. That's just this game in a nutshell. Death and disaster. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. That is adorable, that is sweet, that's also extremely depressing. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Sloth. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps, it doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up. And in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want a bottle that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Well, isn't that a lovely poem? Oh, crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but it's dark and depressing. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. You mean she changed your programming just a tad bit? I've been really in touch with my feelings recently, I can see that. Oh, I literally said it before the text said it. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. No, you're not. Not at all. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. This is a really good topic. People often do things like writing and poetry to help deal with their emotions, to help with the struggle against depression and anxiety. Just being able to write down what you think and feel, it kind of helps. For a lot of people, it didn't really help with me that much, but I write for different reasons anyway. So, but yeah, it's nice to see that people are able to find, you know, healthy ways of expressing themselves through writing that doesn't just help express their feelings and emotions, but also gets across their feelings of doubt and anxiety and depression and the fear that lies within them. It's kind of nice. Writing is definitely like magic, in a way. A word can change, a sentence can change someone's entire perspective on life. It's funny how writing like that works. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. That's not foreshadowing at all. Yay. Oh dear. This game makes me feel very cynical. I don't know why. Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh, definitely get ahead of yourself, because it's coming sooner than you think, and it's not pretty at all. It's really not. I have to warn you, it is going to get very dark quite quickly, relatively soon. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Nope. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, let's head on over to Natsuki, because why not? Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yori's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take a stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Wait, what? Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Okay, let's show it to Yori. She's gonna love it. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares up. Wait, she didn't even let us... I just realised Natsuki didn't even let us see a poem. That's just rude. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Sloth. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. That's a hard sentence to say. Yuri visibly swallows. Ugh. Wait. No, never mind. I just have a disgusting mind sometimes. Even her hands appear sweaty. My hands are quite sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid. Not at all. But seeing someone motivated by my writing makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people will just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that because Yuri has no friends. I wonder why. Because she has no friends, I just said. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Like what? Just bread and butter or something? My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I had noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave a raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light. What is wrong with me? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. This is actually talking about her self-harm tendencies, which we'll get into at some point. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. It's about self-harm. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Yes, such as... I almost knocked over my microphone then. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Sloth? Well, Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that, and the best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit more now. Oh, that yawn came from nowhere. That's annoying. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Sloth. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Mary smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, let's show this to Monica. Hi again, Sloth. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. Yoink. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, there you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your writing style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that? You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Oh, drama. Wait, really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway. You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony even. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Okay, that makes no sense. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? What do you mean load me? Is that a thing? If I... what if I load that? No? Okay. I thought it was going to be a secret, but nope. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of... it's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What if I save my game like right now? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And on that note, I will save once again, and I will end this video. Please like and subscribe, it's always free, and I'll see you later.